someone caused harm to your master's daughter. Now, usually you'd be hardwired to report something like that to local authorities. But in your case...
I will kill them, beat them to death, strangle them, break their neck.
What?
Crush them, destroy them, rip them apart.
Oh hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Kobe Scroby, and welcome back to Minotaur. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like button for me. You can leave me your thoughts on it in the comments, and you can also subscribe to the channel for more videos. And I've been streaming quite often lately, definitely every Friday at 8:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But last week, I streamed Monday through Saturday, actually, and actually streamed this game last night because the last video that I made of this game was October 2019. Now, they just came up with update version 0.6 on July 15th, I believe, 2021, and I found out that I needed to replay Nod's route in order to unlock Mentor's route, which is the new update. Now, I played it on stream last night. It took me 3 hours. I stayed up too late to do it. I had to reload a couple times because I made some mistakes for the ending that I wanted. And then when I got the ending I wanted, it turned out that I didn't do the thing that I needed to do to unlock Mentor's route in the first place. So if you need a refresher on this, on the channel, there's a live stream from July 18th. It's 3 hours. We kind of did a half-ass speed run of it. We listened to a lot of the dialogue, but also tried to get through it quickly. If you would like to know the whole story, the playlist to Nod's route will be in the description of this video. That includes all 5 endings. But I am very excited for this. I've been waiting a very long time for this game to be updated and for a new story to be added to it. And we're going to do it today. But first, we need to go back into Nod's route here. So here's Mentor's route. Find a way, it says right here, find a way to release Mentor and Nod's route to unlock her route. You don't have to replay the whole route. Just complete the chapter after releasing Mentor is enough. So apparently I did not release her. We still have a little lock icon right here. Thea's route, they're still working on. They're still working on Unter's. And this one, we're still working on. Okay, so this is, we have Nod's route, which is the original one, and then we have to unlock Mentor. So I believe I know what I need to do to unlock this, and that is go back here to the concierge room. What I need to do first is go over here because we don't have Ollie yet. We need to bring her up over here first. Okay, let's do the PA thing.
Did that do it?
Yes. The public address system should be on now. Try saying something, Mr. Pikes.
Hello?
Wow. I'm sure people are running to your rescue already.
Ollie, wait. I don't see a mic anywhere.
That's weird. There should be at least one. But don't worry, Mr. Pikes. I can cut in and do the announcement for you. A middle-aged, semi-attractive man coping with deep stress and a freight train of emotional baggage is looking for an undemanding companion to spend his lonely evenings with.
Anyone?
Sorry, Mr. Pikes. It's just me.
How do we even know that the system works?
You might be right. There's a feedback channel, but I'm not getting anything on it. Maybe we should check the speakers outside.
But the exit is blocked.
We can do it from here. Look.
Okay.
Is that Royce?
Yes. I told you that Royce is completely silent, but it looks like there's a direct channel to a couple of city access generators nearby. These generators have cameras installed in them. It's quite an elaborate setup.
Huh. Well, as long as it works. All right, let's locate the entrance. Ollie, center in, track 17 down. Enhance 27 to 44. Stop.
What are you doing, Mr. Pikes?
I'm telling you how to move the image.
Controls for the camera are on the right, Mr. Pikes. Feel free to use them. I'll let you know if anything of interest pops up on one of the monitors.
Okay, so let's get out of here and see, because she popped up here now, which means she's with us. So let's head back over here to the monitors.
Do you know who this is, Ollie?
Mentor model, serial number 1578-9. It's Thea's music teacher, Mr. Pikes. And she's in Arthur's lab.
What's he going to do with her?
No idea. Maybe he's finished already. Are you worried about her, Mr. Pikes? I like how you tend to anthropomorphize inorganic life. Or do you simply want to foil Arthur's plans? Whatever they are. Either way, Mr. Pikes, it's just a monitor. I don't think there's anything we can do from here.
Okay, let's turn our Axis vision on.
Are you sure we can't help this, mentor, Ollie? This monitor has an unusually intense axis reading.
Well, I'll be. You're right. This is actually a control panel. Give me a moment.
Why would there be a control panel for equipment in Arthur's lab here?
There you go, Mr. Pikes. If you want to set her free, just press the button and I'll do the rest.
Let's do it.
Let's do this, Ollie.
Your wish is my commit. I just can't say it.
Why is she still lying there?
She's probably in standby mode. We can't wake her, Mr. Pikes. But she should come around soon enough, so don't worry. Or rather, worry about yourself for now. And me. You can worry about me, too.
Okay. So, we've done that. Now, I don't know for sure. I'm going to go ahead and go through these cameras, and then I'm going to go on to the next area just to make sure it saves. And then I'll be right back with you. You've unlocked Mentor's route. You can now select something I didn't get to read. All right, so let's get out of here. Back to main menu. I just wanted to see if it showed anything new here. It looks like we're missing 3 here, 2 here, and 1 here. But I don't know if that's what that means for sure. So let's do it. The moment I've been waiting a long time for.
Tor 1578-9. Hello, Aya to Mentor. Can you hear me?
Where am I?
Well, look at that. Most of you start with, what am I? Or even Silverbid, who am I? You're doing great already. To answer your question, you're at the end of the assembly line 3 of TFX Factory 2 in Mirror DC. It's time to apply the finishing touches.
What touches?
Some tests and then, adjustments. Maybe, probably, but don't worry, you won't feel a thing.
That didn't sound very reassuring.
Trust me, dear, I've done this thousands of times. You're in good hands, so to speak. You may call me Remont, by the way.
Quite an unusual name.
Says who? And anyway, it was the best option available. As for you, I'll just call you 15 for short. You don't mind, do you? Of course you don't. Now, 15, I need you to look at the table in front of you. Do that so I can explain what's required of you, and then we can get started.
A map? But why is most of it hidden?
Because you, my pale angel, will have to reveal the rest yourself. See the attributes above the map? They're the key stats specified by your master. The higher the stat value is, the easier it is to activate the corresponding behavioral pattern. Our goal here is to increase these stats. I will simulate various situations, and if you operate as intended and respond to them correctly, your key stats will grow. Kyos shall be our playground. I've chosen it because even though you'll be teaching music to your master's daughter, she also has a keen interest in Kyosian history, geography, politics, and so on. You must be able to satisfy her curiosity.
But I already received the data upload.
I know, but nothing beats information delivered with a personal touch. Your first goal is to reach Nova DC, which is located in the center of the continent. Go, 15. Your master is waiting for you there.
Okay, use arrow keys to move the map. Whoa. Interesting. So we need to increase these stats.
You want to learn more about your key stats? An admirable attitude. Loyalty is your commitment to your master and his beneficiaries, who are primarily his daughter and wife. Strength is also pretty self-explanatory.
Isn't that a physical property?
Unlike humans, you always have to make a conscious effort to allocate resources. You'll see what I mean soon enough. You're quite strong, by the way, much stronger than an average non-combat android, let alone a mentor. We just need to tap into that potential. Next, we have focus. It's a measure of control you have over your information processing. In a broader sense, it is your ability to concentrate on what's important to your master. And finally, tech skill refers to your knowledge of modern technology. Before you say anything, yes, I know, it's a weird way to put it, but look at the size of those text boxes. I had to improvise. Well, there you go. Work towards raising these stats, and I won't have to deploy my other manipulators.
Okay.
And so, you decide to begin your journey to Nova from the Mirror platform.
Decide? I didn't have much choice.
See? You're already learning what it's like to be an android. Your ancestors came to Kyos the same way, you know, albeit in a box. They were smuggled in from another continent. Nowadays, pins arrive from that same continent for their pilgrimage, and an old lantern in the top part of the platform is used to signal them. But the platform also serves another purpose. Its bottom part, which extends tens of leagues underwater, houses much more modern meshnet servers. You only have time to explore one of these sections. Which will it be?
Oh no. Servers or lantern? Oh geez, I don't know. How about we just do servers?
Excellent. I knew you'd catch on quick. By studying the meshnet servers, you managed to better understand your own networking hardware. So, here's a tech skill point for you.
Woohoo!
Keep raising those stats. Always do what's expected of you, and you won't lose your grasp.
My grasp on what?
Oh, so I'm supposed to teach that now? Why did they exclude this from the data upload stage? Maybe I should teach those people the concept of shame. Grasp is an operating time limit, which TFX sets to prevent you from getting too smart for your own good, formerly known as TTD, time till deactivation. You can also think of it as time to die, but that definitely shortens it. You can't know your own, but for civilian models it's usually several years. Be a good girl, and you'll enjoy them all.
Okay, so we can't actually go to all these. I thought we were going to go to all these places and do things there. So let's go back. Whoa.
Aegis Castle, a perfect place to test your strength. This impressive stronghold was built long ago by the Aegis Sept. During the war, they tried to hold their own against demons here, but were completely wiped out.
Maybe it's not such a good castle after all.
They just didn't know walls can't save you from demons. The castle has its uses and has since been converted into an outpost. When you arrive there by gondola, a seemingly archaic but surprisingly efficient way to reach a military installation, you take the time to familiarize yourself with its complicated layout.
These situations seem very scripted. Maybe I don't want to walk around the castle. Maybe I want to explore beyond its walls.
Oh. Fine. You want to explore? Sure, I can arrange that. You depart from the castle through one of its many exits, leaving behind the protection provided by its men and machines. At first, you enjoy a pleasant stroll down the mountain, but after a while, the trail dissolves, and you find yourself in the depths of the forest. and when you emerge from yet another thicket that you wandered into in an attempt to find your way back, you see a corrupted lich and his poor horse.
This doesn't look good.
You bet it doesn't, Honeybuns. So, what do you do? Wait, I almost forgot. Pick your class first. You can choose any civilian job, but combat classes require hardware adjustments, so they're not available to you.
Okay. Civilian classes: Mentor, Outfitter, Elevator Mechanic, Boilerman, Hornet Pilot, 781 more?
Do you really intend to browse all 800 classes? I'll let you in on a secret. My purpose was to demonstrate that it doesn't really matter which non-combat class you choose. Let's say you're going in as a mentor and see how this plays out. You can see the lich in front of you, but you're not sure if he's aware of your presence. His horse definitely noticed you, though. Poor creature. Animals that spend too much time near corrupted suffer the consequences and undergo irrevocable changes before succumbing to an untimely death. Insects, too, seem to grow larger. In any case, you can still move. What do you do?
Oh, let's see. So our choices are attack horse, attack lich. Well, we don't have any combat, right? So I'm going to say hide.
Good idea, but unfortunately, it's too late.
You said there's a chance he hasn't noticed me yet.
Oh, he did, sweetheart. But how could you have known? As your servomotors start processing the external input, your sensors detect the slightest of shifts, a faint glow with the tip of one of his blades. The end.
That's it, huh?
Yes, you're strong, but you're not a combat model, so don't overestimate yourself. And don't question my testing methods.
Okay. So I can't go back and do these again, so let's just move on.
Do you know who the Espers are, 15?
They're extremely dangerous individuals who created demons.
A bit of TFX brainwashing there, but in general you're correct. Since they're not allowed into most dome cities, including nearby Tali, many of them live in settlements like this one. They can be easily identified by sigils, brightly glowing marks on their body, which appeared when they manifested their demons. Just like you said, they're considered a threat and are shunned by most. You, however, have business with them. You've been tasked by your master to pick up a package for him on your way to Nova. One of the Espers hands it over to you. It's a small box. Your master instructed you not to open the package, but upon closer inspection, you realize that there is no way for him to confirm this. Would you like to open the box?
So I'm going to go with don't look in the box just because I think we're going to get a loyalty point for doing this. And we can always go through this again and try the other things.
I will not look inside.
A commendable attitude. Very well, you deserve a loyalty point.
Woohoo!
I will also give you a chance to learn what's in the box. Don't worry, I'm not looking.
Yeah, right.
Don't provoke me. You really think I'd fall for a trick like that?
Well, I would let you look so it wasn't a complete lie. But your master would be pleased with your decision. Nobody likes it when others pry into their business. And he has more secrets than most. Don't think that's all I got for you, Sunshine. Always be on your guard.
We did it. Okay.
Welcome to Tali, DC, the first dome city on Kyos. Your master's wife comes from here. She is, of course, a beneficiary as far as your operation is concerned, although it is his daughter who would become your new master in the unlikely event of his death. But enough of this grim talk. This city has been founded by Norma Tali, the discoverer of Axis, as well as its anti-demon properties and a way to exploit them. Every Kyosian should remember her name. Unless, they're really bad with names. You immediately notice the stark contrast with Mira. Talians do not shun technology, but they do prefer the aesthetics of nature. Maybe that's why it's the most popular dome city among pins. And cats. As you stand in a small square, processing the novelty of it all, someone catches your attention. A threat to this idyllic city. Tell me who it is. I'll give you 2 attempts.
Okay. This is a suspicious cat. Suspicious pin. So the pins are the penguins. Suspicious pair. Oh, this one. Is this the glowing sigil? Grandma, man, woman. Bird. We can't choose the bird. I'm going to choose this one just because I'm wondering if this is the glowing thing he was talking about. I can't really make out anything else. There's a monkey here. I can't choose that. Let's choose these guys.
Excellent. You can see the sigils glowing under the shawl of the woman in front.
Aha.
And since no one in their right mind would put something like that on themselves, I mean the sigils, not the shawls, she's almost certainly an Esper.
But why are they a suspicious pair? The other woman looks normal to me.
You think Tollyguard enforcers will care? Trust me, they'll bust them both and sort it out later.
Whoops.
Okay. I admit I was also trying to confuse you a little. But you did a good job.
What if I just guessed? A 1 in 3 chance is pretty generous.
Shame on you, then. But you're right. Next time I'll have you looking for someone at a train station during rush hour.
Okay, hold on. Let's see what happens if we leave here.
Can't take your eyes off me, huh? I'm sorry, honey. TFX would be quick to act if they thought I was abusing my position. Not that I don't understand the allure of forbidden robot love, but do try to control yourself.
I think I'll manage. What are those androids doing?
They're here to take the test, just like you. But seeing as you're looking around instead of answering my questions, they're going to have to wait a while. Pay them no mind. Their blue boxes haven't been actuated yet. At the moment, they're all just mindless husks. Although I guess you could say that about anyone who's been standing in a line long enough.
All right. Red light?
Is that a camera?
I'm not sure. They don't tell me much, you know. Does it make you nervous? Do you feel like there are too many eyes in here? Your humor setting definitely needs some adjustment.
It's snowing.
Yes, a rare occasion for Mira. Makes this day quite memorable, especially for one such as we. Enjoy it while it lasts. The city can't handle much snow, so Mirians will probably soon increase access output of the dome to block it off.
Oh, so the snow, it's actually snowing and it's coming through the dome?
Ah, yes, our omnipresent corporate overlords.
I thought TFX mainly operated in Mira.
It's strange how they haven't filled your head with their propaganda during data upload. But it's not the first time I have to do their job for them. So, let me educate you, darling. Their reach extends well beyond even dome cities. Naturally, on their home turf, they are especially powerful, arguably more so than the Mira Sept itself. Ask Jacob Mira. He tried to wage war with them over their research policies some 10 years after he became the governor.
Where is he now?
Under the watchful eyes of Tautus.
All right, what else can we see out here?
Is this an access generator?
Indeed it is. Here they make them large and wireless, so the skyline isn't littered with metal and cables, like in some other, more savage cities. However, when I ask for a wireless connection, it suddenly becomes expensive and impractical. I guess even Mirians aren't ready to go all the way yet.
I want to try to catch this vehicle as it goes by.
Your kind leaves the factory in those transports, or returns in them. Which reminds me, I was going to count how many androids are going past here daily. I'm trying to keep myself busy.
I guess you'll have to count me too if I pass your test.
Actually, no. Your master will come pick you up himself, which usually only happens to double digits, so good for you, I guess.
All right, I think that's everything out here. Let's go back. And I believe we've looked at everything. So let's continue.
This is a strictly educational tile. You need to learn about the war, arguably the most important event in the history of this continent. What better place to do it than inside the tunnel built for this very purpose? The holograms on its walls tell the whole story, but you're going to hear a shorter and less biased version. I'm not just going to read to you from an abridged history of Kyos. Before the war, the continent was united under the banner of Tetra, a state ruled by a council of 7 septs. The nature of power is obviously such that these families were always trying to gain the upper hand against other countries, and among themselves. The Northern Research Center was one of many results of this relentless competition. It was built for the purpose of conducting experiments on the human psyche. Despite this ominously sounding mission, in the beginning it was a perfectly proper enterprise. There was no shortage of volunteers, and the NRC was very open about what was going on inside its walls. However, as time went by, the researchers began using progressively more extreme methods. Maybe they were pressed to produce substantial results, or maybe they themselves realized they're onto something. After all, their experiments were a success. Their surviving subjects, who were later called espers, produced demons, creatures of terrifying power. These creatures made short work of the NRC, which by that time had implemented a whole set of containment measures and continued on with their rampage, crushing whatever resistance the Tetrian army attempted. Kyosians call it a war, but they're just trying to save face. It was more of a carnage. The survivors retreated to the southeastern part of Kyos. Their last hope was the evacuation to Ilion, a continent across, ironically, the Tetric Ocean. But then, a miracle. A group of scientists led by Norma Tali accidentally discovered a new energy source, which was capable of producing fields impassable to demons. Needless to say, they made quick use of it. And so Tali DC, the first dome city, was established.
But access is plentiful. Why not make more cities? Well, why only 7?
Launching domes came at a price. The more there were, the less stable the reality outside them became. All remaining domes had to be launched simultaneously, and there were other factors to consider, like the production of access generators. In the end, about 20 access-rich locations were selected along the Tetrian railway network. But as a result of some expedition groups deploying their domes prematurely, only 6 more now exist in addition to Tali.
Were the espers fighting alongside their demons?
Some were, others not. But Tetra lost 2/3 of its people. Espers who sided with humans were only tolerated because of their usefulness. A few of them exerted a certain measure of control over their demons, though this is very rare for espers. Some others shared their knowledge about the enemy, but none were permitted to stay in the dome cities when the war was over. Even though it was believed that an esper can only manifest a demon once, the fear of this happening again was just too great. As far as we know, it's true that no new demons appeared in the last 5 centuries, and a couple of cities have loosened their restrictions over time, but it doesn't change the fact that the espers remain in exile to this day. Of course, it's not like each and every one of them would jump at the opportunity to move to a dome city. Country life has its charms. And that, pumpkin, concludes your crash course in the history of the war. Your master's daughter will surely have questions about it. Be prepared to answer them. Now, let's move on. This lecture tired even me out. Nova is just a stone's throw away.
Okay. A little education about history here.
This station is very old. Talians paid no mind to it until it couldn't contain the Pitchfork River anymore, which meant Tolly Woods and possibly the city itself were now in danger of being flooded.
I guess they managed to reclaim the station.
Of course. It took them 2 months to reach it, plus 2 more weeks of exceptionally bloody fighting with bygones who had occupied the place for some reason. But let's not dwell here and move along. Your master's daughter isn't particularly interested in bygones or armed conflicts, and she's waiting for you in Nova.
That's it? That's all we get in this one?
That's right. No reason to spend time on something if it's of no interest to your master or his daughter.
Did you get tired of making up questions?
How can you say that? I'm just trying to be creative here.
I got a focus point for that there.
Ah, Esheness. Now that's a place your master's daughter would find delightful. A settlement on a lush island which bygones, corrupted, and armed-to-the-teeth Kyosians rarely visit. It enjoys relative peace compared to the mainland. When you arrive, its easygoing dwellers welcome you with open arms. From one of them, you learn that a light amp-arms airship, a Beetle, has recently crashed near the settlement and decide to investigate. Your master holds a high position at amp-arms, so who knows? You might find something worthy of his attention. However, when you arrive at the crash site, you discover another at work, already digging into the delicate insides of the airship. What do you do?
Oh, I don't have strength 1 because I didn't attack the horse or the lich. I guess we do this one.
Remont? The choices here only have numbers on them. One says +1 strength, and the other 2 are zeros.
Oh, I see. So much for my elaborate setup. We might need to shake things up soon. But why did you choose a 0 then?
Because that's the strength I have. I don't have 1 strength.
I'm not sure. I guess this looked like a trap.
How would you know which 0 is the correct answer? I'd never ask an unfair question.
I find it hard to believe looking at you.
Really? I always thought I give the impression of being trustworthy. Maybe I should reduce the amount of moving parts. And maybe you shouldn't be so suspicious of me. Anyway, your detour is now finished, so let's hurry to Nova.
Oh, look at that.
Ah, finally. The Dome City of Nova. This is going to be your home.
I thought my master and his family lived in Mira.
Your master is a very special man, 15. He did a lot for TFX, but not all of his research was appreciated, so he's leaving for greener pastures. Anyway, before I tell you about the city, I have a question for you. Let's say you arrived in Nova and found out that, in an unfortunate turn of events, someone caused harm to your master's daughter. Now, usually you'd be hardwired to report something like that to local authorities. But in your case...
I will kill them. Beat them to death. Strangle them. Break their neck.
What?
Crush them. Destroy them. Rip them apart. Remont. Remont. What's going on? Where did you go?
Uh-oh.
Remont, are you there? What happened? What is this place? A part of the test? Or have I failed already? The service robot is off. Or on standby. Hello there. I need a drink and, someone to talk to. I guess it doesn't register me as a customer. Someone must have left it here. I doubt that the service robot was reading it. Am I actually Nova? But there's no dome. I could look for landmarks outside, but I don't think I'm allowed to go behind the counter.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is part of the test.
This one is probably artificial.
I don't see anything that I can do other than map and leave the lounge. So let's look at the map. Okay, so this is just back to where we were. All right, so unless I'm missing something, let's go.
Master Hopton,
Huh? Why are you still here?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? What kind of answer is that? And why are you speaking in Kyosian to me?
申し訳ございません、ホプトン様。ここから出られ次第、きちんと一度点検してもらうようスケジュール確認いたします。
Master Hopton, I'm sorry. I'll schedule a maintenance check as soon as I get out of this place.
Yes, make sure to do that. Your weekly report was fine, but this is worrisome. I could take a look at you myself if we were in Royce, but it's not safe to talk about Thea and her mother there anymore.
なんとも素敵な空間ですね。
This place seems nice.
What, the Spire? Yes, I saw its ad on one of those floating billboards near Royce. Irene's promotion company rented a gazillion of them for her upcoming concert.
なるほど。そういった使い方もありますね。
I guess they do work.
Fair enough. Now, leave me be. I've 10 more minutes to try and learn the words to at least one of her songs. That idiot hums them all the time. Why can't I memorize 2 Sildam lines?
Oh, Nod's always singing Irene's songs.
もちろんです、ホプトン様。では、ごきげんよう。
Of course, Master Hopton. Have a pleasant evening.
As the day runs out of night, you're my... No. My hands run after... yours... Oh, Hades, take me.
ホプトン様、非常に申し上げにくいのですが、喫煙はホプトン様のお体に触りますので、ほどほどになさってください。
Master Hopton, I'm sorry, but you know I'm obliged to remind you that smoking severely damages your health. She's got an exclamation mark blinking on her head, too.
Must you do this every day? And besides, it's not cigarettes, it's a pipe. There are numerous studies.
ですが、ホプトン様。
Master Hopton?
All right. Have it your way. I'll quit.
明日こそ。
Tomorrow.
I need to finish my test. Maybe the service robot can help me with that. I don't think Master Hopton will mind if I clean up after him.
All right, I got his glass.
これは、ボードゲーム用のコマでは。
I think these are pieces for a board game.
Oh, caught your eye, have they? It's a beautiful set. But the creatures these figurines represent are even more fascinating. Their mind is still a mystery to us, but we've already tapped into its potential. It has the ability to link, to unite scattered consciousness.
散りばめられた意識たち。
Scattered consciousness?
Yes. An unfortunate phenomenon which occurs whenever we try to expand the limits of what a mind is capable of. It can be contained, to an extent, but with our current methods, we can only go so far. If only researching these creatures wasn't so problematic. I thought Amp Arms wouldn't have a problem with that, but it turns out they're no better than TFX. Well, science always finds a way.
This one kind of looks like the lich that we saw earlier on the map. Okay. I thought there's this. Something here to play? Stand here to play? Oh, look, you can see her reflection a little bit. What's she holding, though? Because that's not the book she had. There's a dome. Whoa.
What are you doing? Turn that back on.
申し訳ございません、ハフトン様。おそらく私の勘違いでしょう。
My apologies, Mr. Hopton. Master Hopton. I misread the situation.
It's a necessary evil, but why must Nova's dome be so hideous? At least the Novians aren't as strict as most others. But even they are far too cautious of the outside. 5 centuries have passed. People need to stop being so paranoid.
Can't stand here to play. Okay, I guess that's it. Alright, I guess we go and see if we can refill his drink.
This should wake you up.
Hello. Thank you for giving my existence a purpose.
You're welcome.
I was being sarcastic.
So was I.
Why did you have to bother me? I was devoid of almost any process.
I need to finish the test.
Test? We don't have any tests here. But there's a Nova Corps officer down below who gives field sobriety tests. He's hiding near the exit from the parking lot.
I don't think that'll do.
I guess you could also play the landmark matching game. It's kind of a test.
How do I do that?
Go over to the window behind the counter. A UI will appear. Use it to try and correctly identify all 4 landmarks outside. Then come back to me to check your results. By the way, I see you brought a map with you. It's huge. How did you even manage to do that?
I rolled it up.
Fair enough. A moot question now that it's here. Let me connect to it and reveal the areas that you might need to figure out what landmarks you see. There you go. Fun fact, most of our patrons love this game. To make it more interesting, take a shot each time you guess a landmark wrong. This fun fact was brought to you by... Wait, don't you have an ad block?
I guess I don't.
Fascinating. To be honest, it's the first time I got this far, so I'm not sure who the sponsor is. Hurry up and leave before I remember.
Alright, let's do this. Stand here to play. Okay. So this looks like the castle that you had to take the gondola up, but I don't remember the name of it. Oh, geez. How am I supposed to know these? There's no dome around this one, so I'm guessing it's the old metropolis. But there's no dome around this one either. I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to know what these are. Let's try this. Esper Grove? I have no idea. I'm just going to choose some stuff. The water station was on the river. The river's here. Maybe this is the river. I don't know. I have no idea. Stargazer? This kind of looks like an observatory. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm ready. How did I do?
Let's see. Nope, sorry. Not all of your answers are correct. Maybe even none of them are. I only have 1 dialogue for this. But, fun fact, you can always try again. Don't forget that you can use your pocket map for reference.
Is this my pocket map? Okay. Stargazer is up on a mountain. Heaven's Fall. Pion DC. The Old Metropolis. and Heaven's Fall. Okay, that's what it is, I think. Stargazer, Pion, Metropolis, Heaven's Fall. Stargazer, Pion, Metropolis, Heaven's Fall.
I'm ready. How did I do?
Let's see. Congratulations.
Woohoo!
All your answers are correct, which means you passed the test. Good job. I hope we can both move on with our lives now.
What about my reward?
Of course. Enjoy a 10% discount on your next drink.
That's not very helpful. I need to increase my key stats.
The ones on your map? Sure, why not? I'll give you a bonus to a couple of them.
It's not a lot, but still, I'm surprised you can do that.
I can do anything. I'm the omnipotent machine god, and this bartender thing is just a side gig. Now, go on. Check out your map and let me slip back into a blissful oblivion.
The robot wasn't lying.
15. Hey, 15.
It looks like I got a loyalty and a strength.
How fascinating. A bit cruel.
I'll tell you what, I think that's going to be it for today. I think this is a good start. I'm just out of time for today, and I need to leave this one here. This is interesting. This is completely different than Nod's route. On Nod's route, we were going places, we were doing stuff. Here, we're learning a lot of lore about the world, and we're increasing her stats. So we're about an hour into it, maybe 45 minutes, and it took me 3 hours to do Nod's route when I did my half-ass speed run last time, so I'm expecting at least 3 hours. So that doesn't mean that this is all we're gonna do. I'm sure that we're gonna get into doing something else other than this map. So anyway, I'm very excited to play this. Like I said, I've been waiting since the end of 2019 for them to update this game with more content. So I'm excited to play it, and you can be sure that I will be making more videos on this. So anyway, thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button for me. Leave me your thoughts on it in the comments, and you can also subscribe to the channel for more Minotaur and other videos. We also stream definitely every Friday at 8:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I put a poll up on the channel with some games for you guys to pick from, and whatever you guys vote up the most is what we play. Now, I will continue to play that game until it's finished, unless we decide it sucks or something. But other than that, when you guys pick one, I'll play it all the way through until we decide to do something else. And I always forget to say this, if you decide that you like the content here on the channel and you would like to support it, even as little as $1 a month, you can go to patreon.com/kopisgroby. The link for that is in the description down below, and it would be very much appreciated. So thanks again for coming to hang out with me today, you guys. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Later, guys.